So in this second stage, what we're going to do is concentrate on the neck, and to do this we're going to draw two lines. So if you could imagine this forming a square here, I'm going to count from the corner 3 squares in. So I've gone 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go and draw a line down which is 35 millimeters. And again, if you look where it says REL, you can see that it says 35 millimeters. I could draw a line there, and then going to go to the right hand corner, and you can see how it's lining up this way, lining up that way, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 squares, and then I'm going to draw a second line which is also 35 millimeters down. So that there is going to form the neck of my design. What I'm now going to do is create what's going to be the base or the stand for the actual mobile phone to stand on or to sit on. So to do that, I'm going to create a rectangle, and I'm lining it up with the bottom of this line here. I'm going to start it in one corner, and I'm going to draw across, and it's going to be 75 millimeters down, and it's going to be 140 millimeters across, and it looks something like that. Now there's a few lines that we've got on here that we don't really need, so what I'm going to do is delete this line here and delete this line here. Now maybe what we should have done before we did that was check these distances, because the distance here is 45 and the distance here you can see is 50. So what I'm going to do to even this up is I'm actually just going to add a little bit extra here. Okay. So there's my design. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to create a few more rounded sections. So I'm going to have one here and one here, and I'm also going to do the same thing on these corners. Now the reason why I'm rounding off all of these corners is because plastic as a material is not particularly very strong where there's corners, it tends to break. So by rounding the corners, we're actually going to end up with a design that is much stronger. Okay, and we're pretty close to our final design. All I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put some details on just to enhance the design, and to do that I'm going to change the color of the lines to red. Now what this will do is it will engrave the lines rather than cut through the plastic, and the first line I'm going to draw is just in this area here, and that's going to indicate where a fold is going to take place. The next thing that I'm going to do is draw a series of rectangles, and these are more to do with aesthetics and trying to make our design look interesting rather than being particularly functional. And if you wanted to do something slightly different, that's absolutely fine. If you wanted to miss them out, that would also be fine. As I said, these lines won't be cut out, they're just going to be engraved. It's good to know how to do both processes, so if you don't want to do your design so it looks like this, then you can change it to whatever design you want to. Okay, and again what I'm going to do is go to delete part of the line, and I'm going to get rid of these sections here. Okay, so that pretty much ends